Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's section is about configuring VLAN. It is a simple concept. Let's break it out. First, what is VLAN? VLAN stands for Virtual Local Area Network and is used to segment a network into smaller subnetwork. Okay, why do we need VLAN and what are the usage of that? Here I am going to simplify that. Here you can see we have 10 computers. Okay, and I am going to give first 5 computers for my students. Students will use the first 5 computers, these computers, and other 5 computers for lectures. Lectures will use the computers. Okay, let's name it. Okay, now color it. Okay, the student computers should not talk or communicate with lecture computers, and like that the lecture computers should not talk or communicate with students computer. How can I do that? That's when we need VLAN. And where do we need to configure VLAN? On our layer 2 switch. Why? Because the switch transfer data from one computer to another computer. So we need to control the switch. And what does the layer 2 mean? It refers to the data link layer in OSI model. Why the switch data link layer? Because its work based on MAC address. I explain it in my first series. Okay, now open the switch. Here you can see there are 26 ports are available with gigabyte port, and some ports are connected to these computers. Yes. Then navigate to the CLI. Let's see what's going on by default VLAN. To see VLAN, first go to the privilege mode using the command en. En means enable. Now to see the VLAN, use the command show VLAN. Pay attention. Here you can see VLAN and ID is 1, name default, and status is active, and all the switch port are in VLAN 1 by default. The VLAN 1 ID is default VLAN. Did you notice all switch ports are in VLAN 1? That is why my computers, wait a minute. Okay, you can see here right side on my Cisco Packet and left side is switch, the switch. Okay, all the ports are in VLAN 1 by default. That is why my computers can communicate with each other. But now I don't want that. So what should I do? I should create a new VLAN and include the student's computer connected port on the switch in the new VLAN. Then the student's computer should not communicate with other VLANs like the lecture computer's VLAN. That's all. Okay, now let's create a VLAN and name it student. Okay, first we need to identify the computer ports that are connected on the switch. Okay, let's find it. FA2, wait a minute, FA1, FA2, FA3, FA4, FA6. Okay. Keep this in mind. If you are configuring port security on the switch according to my port security section, don't change the computer's connected port on the switch. If you do, the port will go into shutdown mode due to violation, because I set the maximum allow with MAC address to 1. Okay, let's open the switch. Here you can see I has opened it. Here you can find we are in privilege mode. The sign denote privilege mode. Okay. Then go to the global configuration mode to modify the switch setting using the command config T. Full form is configure terminal, and click enter. Now we need to specify the VLAN number. The number is VLAN 10. VLAN 10. Because we are going to create our first VLAN. Okay, you can see here first VLAN. The VLAN numbers go 10, 20, 30, 40 like that instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, because it avoid default VLAN issues and make network management easier. Okay, you can view like 10, 20, 30, 40 like that. After that, press enter. Then we need to specify a name for the VLAN. In my case, students. First, type name and give name that you want. In my case, students, and press enter. Then we need to assign ports. In my case, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. I already show you. Okay, let's assign. If you have a single port, use the command like int range fa and give a specific port. But in my case, I'm going to give multiple port at the same time using the command int range fa. First, I'm going to give from 1 to 4. 1 to 4. You can see 1 to 4 because 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. And press enter. Then type switch port mode access. Switch port mode access. In this switch port refers a specific port to a set of port. In my case, from port 1 to 4. Then why we need to change mode access. By default, it is in dynamic auto mode. So if we need to make any changes to the ports, we should convert them to access mode using the command and press enter. Then the switch ports, in my case, from 1 to 4. The switch port access VLAN 10. VLAN 10 because my VLAN ID is 10. So from number 1 to 4 port should access VLAN 10. This makes sure connected devices can only communicate within the VLAN 10. That's all. And press enter. Okay, now here I assign it port 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you can see 1 to 4. But they are missing port 6. Now I am going to add the port 6 to VLAN 10. Let's come back. Okay, let's go to the specific VLAN using the VLAN ID. VLAN and ID is 10. Okay, now you specify the port. In my case, port number 6. int range fa 6. Sorry, 6. The int means interface. The range means the port, and the FA means fast Ethernet. I was told you in my previous classes. Okay, press enter. Same like that. Switch port mode, access. Here you can see the switch port refers the port 6 and change it mode access. Then switch port access VLAN 10, which means the switch port number 6 access VLAN 10, then communicate within the VLAN 10 devices. Okay, press enter. Okay, let's see. We have successfully configured VLAN. Now let's see it is configured or not yet. Come back. To see the VLAN, type the command show VLAN. Okay, here you can see before configuring the VLAN, the all ports are in default VLAN, but now you can see I created VLAN. The ID is 10, name is student, and status active. There are port 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. Here you can see port 1, 3 and 2 and 4 and 6. All are in VLAN 10 and name is student. Now let's check it. Okay, before the testing you must see the PC has IP address. Yes, this. Yeah, all PCs are IP address. Now check it. Okay, you can see here it is empty. I am going to send a message from PC to PC 0. Here you can see I got success. Now I am going to send a message from PC 6 to PC 1. Yes, I got success. And I am going to test the lecture computers. I am going to send a message from PC 4 to PC 9. Yes, I got success. Like that. I am going to send a message from PC 5 to PC 8. Yes, I got success. Let's delete it. Now I am going to send a message from PC 2 PC 4. Here you can see the status is valid. Now I am going to send a message from PC 7 to PC 0, which means from lecture computers to student computers PC 0. Here you can see the status is valid, but our target is success. Now the VLAN is successfully work here. I think you got understood. Okay, let's see the quick summary of what I did. Why should I create a VLAN? The switch will not transfer data between different VLAN, and this is a main characteristic of VLAN. Okay, in the switch you can see there are 26 ports available with gigabit port. All the ports are in default VLAN by default before the configuration. So I created a new VLAN. VLAN ID is 10, name is student. After that I included 5 computers. I included these 5 computers connected port on the switch. You can see here the 5 port. To prevent them from communicating with other VLANs. Here you can see the VLAN 10 student VLANs can't communicate with default VLAN. Like that, the default VLAN devices can't communicate with student VLAN. That's all. This is called it VLAN. Similarly, you can create VLAN based on your requirements. The VLAN ID goes like 10, 20, 30, 40 like that. I will tell you the reason. But keep in your mind, before the configuration, always check your devices port that are connected on your switch. Okay guys, today's section is over. I hope you have fully understood the concept of VLAN. If you have any doubt, comment below and stay tuned for upcoming Cisco series. Until then,